This is Let's Talk About Magnum PI, the podcast from fans for fans of Magnum PI.
Hello, everybody.
We're back.
Again. Woohoo. We have another episode to talk about.
We do. What was this, 11? Yeah, 11.
Cool, we even lost track of that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something else first. I will never, because we're watching with ads, obviously, I will never get over that one antidepressant medicine ad that's like, oh, by the way, if you take it, you risk making your depression worse. That is literally the opposite of what that thing is supposed to do. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get those ads, because we don't...
Canada, yeah. Right.
Yeah,
it's
we
just
don't have the same ads.
I got the American ones, and like that one ad is always tripping me up because you're literally advertising something that does the opposite from what you want it to do sometimes. That doesn't feel safe, like, at all.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, American ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American ads
I get the crappy CTV ads, which are just boring.
But CTV has something going for it that I commend them for. If anybody here is a 5-0 fans, I guess there's a lot of them. CTV started airing Children Ruining Everything. I don't know, it's a really good show.
I have to watch the first episode still. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you should. The Wiggle is very charming. The Wiggle.
Yeah,
it's a very charming little show. There's a term in Germany, asshole kids. It's like a whole breed of kids. They've got asshole kids. Which is like, cool. I get that these kinds of children ruin everything. You've got asshole kids.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've seen the ads.
Meanwhile, at that age, my cousin managed to stand in front of me and ask for her bottle in English.
Impressive.
Fucking impressive. It's because she kept watching Dora the Explorer. I believe it's teaching Spanish in English-speaking countries. In German-speaking countries, she's teaching English.
Oh. Okay.
And
yeah, it's Spanish in English-speaking countries.
Yeah, for her, she's teaching English.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to travel somewhere, we know that English is the way to go.
Fair enough.
Unless you're like in certain places like Paris in a certain DC-10 airplane and end up having someone who doesn't know how to close a door and doesn't know how to read English and causes a fucking airplane crash. It's your fault, by the way. The fact, this woman, name and shame here, this woman watched...
Hey, no name and shame!
Yes! Watched...
Shit, name and shame! Sorry, I had to say it.
Yeah, of course you did, I know. That's why I brought it up. So you could. She watched Mayday episodes in the days leading up to her flying back to Canada.
Okay, but to be fair, I watch it all the time, so...
Yeah, she does, and I've started watching season 5 today.
I watch it a lot.
I found out that season 14, episode 5 is something that I have to jump to today because Simu Liu from Shang-Chi is in there, and he's great. He's great. I gotta watch it. He's great.
Wait, he's in a Mayday episode?
Yes! Season 14, episode 5. Check it out.
Oh, I did not know this.
He's credited on IMDb and everything. So, season 14, episode 5. Asiana, the one that just dodged into the San Francisco Bay ocean thingy. Yeah, Asiatic?
Oh,
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, that episode?
Yeah, apparently.
Asiana.
Asiana,
San Francisco, right?
Yes.
It missed the runway and hit the water, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. Apparently, according to the synopsis, I haven't watched it yet, but...
Yeah.
So, here's another thing. If you talk about airplane crashes, she knows all of them! Mm-hmm. Like, she can tell you airplane crashes, flight numbers, and everything. It's ridiculous.
I killed it at Air Canada training. We had a whole day on safety and like the evolution of safety in the airline industry. Let's just say I knew more than the instructors when it came to that one. They're like, yeah, there was this flight where, and I was like, where this and da-da-da-da-da happened, and it crashed, and there was no lighting, and that's the reason why we have floor lighting. They're like, yes. I'm like, seen it, know the Mayday episode, know the facts, go on. So, yeah.
She also stood with me on Tantalus Lookout and told me exactly that when V10 was reached, the decision speed, which ended up with me, you know, paying attention during my flights back to Germany, and yeah, it's quite noticeable when you reach that speed from inside the airplane. Once you know about that.
Of course, yeah. Should have been a pilot.
Yeah. You couldn't unglue you from Hawaii then. You'd probably just do the inter-island flights then.
Probably. Like Mimi Tompkins.
Yeah. And she just quoted Mimi Tompkins, pilot from Aloha
243.
243. Look it up if you want to know what that is. Watch the Mayday episode. It's quite...
Or the feature film, Miracle Landing.
The feature film. It's quite interesting. Especially when you're... when you kind of just landed with the very same airline in Hawaii. Cool.
Not quite the same airline, but...
Kind of. According to you, you said that they became Hawaiian eventually?
Not quite. Hawaiian took over... I don't want to say they took over Aloha, but they took over being Hawaii's, like, national airline, because Aloha was the the Hawaiian airline, and then... But they existed at the same time.
See, this woman knows it all.
Yeah. And Aloha only stopped in, like, the 80s or 90s, I think.
Before we were even planned.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, it was planned in the 80s, so...
Actually, wait, let me fact check that. Go on. I have to fact check myself about Aloha.
You technically don't have to.
I want to fact check myself.
Yeah, but you technically don't have to. We have listeners and viewers who are perfectly capable of Googling.
2008 was the last flight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we have to talk about the episode.
We do. To be honest, I didn't have very many hopes going into it. I'm gonna start off by saying that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird one for me. It's definitely a weird one for me. I didn't expect too much. The person that I usually watch the episode with didn't even get up for it. Which is cool, because I've seen it now. I'm like,
yeah.
If I didn't have this, I probably wouldn't have gotten up for it either.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't at like a regular time for me, I would have been in the same thing as you guys. I don't think I would have like arranged my schedule around it or anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah. The episodes at 9. Yeah, there's episodes that I'd rather get up for at early times than this one. It didn't sound too appealing from the beginning. It got it going. It did exceed expectations. Which doesn't say a lot, because there were virtually none from my side.
Yeah, I didn't have any expectations going in, quite honestly.
Yeah, so it wasn't that hard to exceed our expectations this time.
No. Yeah, I mean... the case... I don't know, it was kind of...
It felt repetitive.
Yeah.
If you watch, there's episodes in 5.0, I think there's even more than one episode in 5.0 where Vet helped with... Yeah, there is more than one episode where Vet helped with human problems, being shot and stuff, so that felt kind of repetitive to me. I mean, it was good. It was just, I didn't feel any stakes in that one.
No, not at all.
The doggies were safe, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I didn't feel like there was no, like, edge of my seat moment. Like, not once.
No,
not even once.
We already know that Jin's gonna be back in 2 episodes, so...
Yeah, to me...
Yeah, he wasn't in real danger for us.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of saw that coming. To me, the best part of that whole episode was when they're standing in the parking lot and Higgins goes, "That's my car!" That was my favorite part.
Higgins definitely won the episode for me in more than one way. She's really nice. She's really charitable, and I would not have forgiven Jin for what he did to the lads. If I was her, I would have been so pissed. Especially since we know that, I mean, we literally heard from her that she didn't get out of bed. She wouldn't have gotten out of bed, which speaks like kind of depressive face to me, if she didn't have the lads to look after. So we know they're really important to her. Jin, I'm gonna say it, out of stupidity, poisoned them. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have forgiven that. I would never easily forgive someone who poisoned my little Tommy. No chance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, she was incredibly giving in that moment.
Yeah, and I don't know, if I had been her, I would have put Jin on, like, kind of, like, probation. Like, you gotta make some amends to the woman. She went out of her way to help you. Yeah. Even in the end, in the bar scene. So, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused it, but I kind of can't understand it. But I love the fact that she's so charitable. It's really sweet of her.
Me too. Yeah. I mean, like you said, she won the episode. Yeah. In my eyes.
Seriously, poisoning dogs with chocolate, that is such a rookie mistake. Everybody knows. I'm sorry, I don't know a single person in this world who doesn't know that chocolate and dogs don't mix.
Yeah, the chocolate's bad for dogs.
And I'm gonna say it, if you're starting a dog-based business, maybe that is something you should have researched beforehand.
Definitely.
Maybe. Like,
just a little bit.
How to not kill my clients.
101.
Yeah. It's like the first thing that I researched when taking care of an animal. How to not kill them.
It's so true, though.
Yeah. What was it that I checked? I don't even fully remember because I never have it in the house, but there's something that this little guy can't eat. I mean, I know what he can eat, so I have everything that he can eat here, and I'm not straying from the can eat, but there's something that's poisonous to him, and I legitimately forgot it. But I know that what I have is good for him, and if I don't know it for sure, yeah, well, Google.
Yeah, I was gonna say Google.
Google helps. Double check. Yeah. Triple check if you have to. And Jin has a phone. Oh yeah, it actually is chocolate as well. It's not necessarily poisonous, but it could still kill him.
Yeah, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Also, another thing that could potentially be really bad for him, and I'm judging him for that, is stealing half a banana from my plate. To say I had him on my lap, and I had a bowl of banana, like squished banana with a little bit of yogurt, unsweetened, unsalted, on my lap. and I didn't think he would steal it. Because, like, maybe a little bit, which would have been fine, because he can't eat that. It's fine. Yeah, I got distracted by a phone call, I think, and the next time I looked down, he just ate so much of it. Like, it looked like he ate the size of himself in banana. Yeah.
Oh, man.
He helped a little bit with pooping the next day, but yeah, he's definitely regretted that one. That's a choice he didn't do again.
He needs to learn his lesson.
I didn't let him close to that banana anymore. Yeah.
I'm dead, that's hilarious. It's not funny, but it is funny.
It's funny. It is really funny. Like, that animal he knows when to stop eating, so he doesn't overeat ever. I don't know how he does it, but like that banana, he just went nuts. Maybe because he loves banana, but like that's so human of you to not know when to stop. And you should have seen me panic about that.
Oh my god. But what else about the episode? I mean, I really don't have much to say.
Well,
unless we talk about the ending.
Higgins' outfit at the ending, I still want to see a full body shot of that, because that looks gorgeous.
We should ask the costume designers and see. I'm sure they have.
Should. Probably, yeah.
I'm sure.
That looked fucking gorgeous.
And her makeup,
as always,
was so good. I love when she wears like darker lipsticks.
We have something else to say. I love the fact that Katsumoto learned how to play them.
Oh yeah.
So he's fully level with their game now. If you don't want to tell me anything, I'm going to use any tactic I can to get what I want out of you.
Yeah.
I still, to this day, don't know why they don't tell him. Gordon has proven over and over and over and over again that he
can be trusted.
He can be trusted. He will put the sake of someone worthy over his fucking protocols and shit. Like, we've seen, he knows that money isn't where it's supposed to be, aka in evidence. He knows it, and he's not doing anything about it. So, like, guys, just tell the guy.
Yeah, you can trust him.
Yeah, you can trust him to pretend he didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Fine.
As Magnum would say, earmuffs.
Cone of silence.
Yeah.
He's in their professional cone of silence.
Truth.
Yeah. Also, one thing that I didn't get about the episode is when they were looking for the car, I fully expected them to be like, oh, Rick, do a call to Kavika, you know. They got eyes on the street everywhere. No, DC was in the helicopter. Even though we never saw it, but apparently he took to the air as Kawika. Why not use this guy if you haven't? It might have been easier. They might have come across that fucking car and put a tracker on it. So. Yeah.
Good point. I didn't even think about that.
I don't know. My first call would have been Kavika.
Yeah.
And then there was, like, as we know, driving around Hawaii, there's certain streets where you have to come across, so strategically positioned persons would have easily come across these people. There's legitimately, there was a day where we could not avoid finding a Zed. Like, we didn't try.
Yeah, we really didn't. Oops, sorry, my microphone cord's all wrapped up.
Yeah, we didn't try, and we found Zeds, so. Hawaii isn't that big!
No, it's really not.
Especially not if you're shooting in certain locations.
Yeah.
Where you can see, like, the set from the highway.
Yeah. It's not that hard to find.
Yeah, it's harder, I guess, when Central Honolulu, but then again, NCIS said, again, we didn't try. It's not our fault. They just cornered us.
They really did.
Yeah, you'll hear all about that in the Hawaii episode. We'll tell you about how we kept finding NCIS sets.
Yeah,
completely by accident.
Yeah. Like, a lot.
Yeah. So I guess, there's one thing I want to talk about. Sierra?
Sierra.
Sienna?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, forgot her name already. The kid is cute and all, but, like, couldn't you, like, do her makeup a little bit paler so she actually looks sick? Because that stunning girl, absolutely stunning girl, and if she didn't have the nasal tube, I wouldn't have known that this was supposed to be the kid.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's losing motor functions, actually.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Yeah, there's just, like, she's very stunning.
Yeah, it was,
I mean, it's probably cliche that I think that she should have been that, which is fully on me. But on the other hand, there's a lot of cliche in that show to begin with.
Yeah, just thinking dream alone, that dream sequence from last episode alone. Cliche.
Yes!
But still amazing.
Uh-huh. I mean, here's the thing. Trope is something that we all love. We love tropes, and the dream is a trope that everybody loves. So is Hyapo, so was 119.
Oh my god.
There's just this thin line to go over the cliche, and yeah, I think the pale, sick person is a cliche that I expected that they didn't deliver on, and that's on me.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in the details.
Uh-huh.
It's all in the details.
Did you catch the rain?
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, it was not raining that day. It must have been one of those, like, random rain showers.
Yes!
I literally screamed it to my parents. I was like, it wasn't raining that day! It wasn't raining that day! And it was like, nah, it was probably just one of those random-ass rain showers that pops up for 5 seconds.
Yeah, they're fun. If they're really just these random-ass rain showers, they're fun. Especially if you're, like, halfway up Cocoa Head. By the time you're up, you're already dry. Cool.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Besides your own sweat.
Unless, of course, you're in Manoa, then they're not that random.
No.
At least not this time of the year.
It was the rainy season, so...
Yeah. Especially in Manoa when we were there.
Always.
Oh yeah, there's that. And so I guess, what else do we have?
The ending.
Kuma singing!
Oh yeah, we have Kuma singing! Yay! I was hoping...
Oh,
I mean, okay.
So good.
I didn't have any expectations for the talent show, but I was hoping we were going to see more than just one act. Though I am happy that we
saw
did get
two.
to see Kumu. Technically, yes.
It was two.
Yeah, but I'm happy we did get to see Kumu.
Like, there's another thing where Julia just won everything, especially about the ending. But you continue first.
Yeah, no, I was just really happy that it was Kumu that we saw, giving her a little bit of the spotlight, and it was beautiful. Yes,
absolutely. That was a lovely song and a lovely performance, and Amy killed it.
Yeah. So I would love to see. I love that they brought the karaoke back again.
Yes, and they should do it again.
I was gonna say, yeah, the Ohana needs to do more karaoke.
Yeah,
absolutely.
What I was referring to is how excited Juliet got when Rick got the call and was like, get it!
Yeah, she was like, answer!
Yes!
She's invested.
Enabling, yes. I
She's
guess
invested in
that's
the
one
relationship.
thing that I'm looking forward to next episode. I guess we will see the fallout with the other guys who will hopefully learn about the new
News.
yeah, the news next episode, so that would be something interesting.
Should we get into the news?
Get into the news.
First of all, we called it. We have the proof.
We expected it to be in episode 1 of season 4.
To be fair. But yeah, we totally called that Susie is pregnant with Rick's child.
Yeah, but I guess they had to make it on screen first.
Yeah, well, we did see that moment.
Yeah. Cool.
So, not surprised. All things considered. So I guess that means they really are writing in Betsy's pregnancy.
Yeah, no, they're not. Not even, unless they're planning to get pregnant again anytime soon, they're not, because... Oh, you should take the microphone away from me, because we know that she's been 2 centimeters dilated when she shot that, and that's all I'm gonna say, because I'm getting pissed.
But I'm saying, they've now written it into the show, so she'll maybe at some point appear pregnant.
With a fake belly.
Yeah, fake belly, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean, they haven't written the actual pregnancy, and they just put it in after, for some reason.
So, we will, we'll see where that goes. I don't know how much of that will actually be incorporated into the show, but I could see it being. I can see it being quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna happen on the show.
Yeah, for sure. I can see it being quite a bit.
Probably on-screen birth and everything.
Could be.
Will be.
We do know that Zach is writing another episode later in the season, or co-writing.
Oh yeah.
So
there's that. I mean, we can take this before I start ranting. We can take this into the spoiler section where we have another cast member doing a special job, which is to me even more exciting than Zach writing again. Even though he delivered a perfectly good episode, but that news is really exciting to me.
So basically, as the episode ended, the writers were beautiful enough to release the next script title for 418, which is called Shallow Grave, speak English, Shallow Grave, Deep Water. But the best part about this little announcement is that our very own Jay Hernandez is going to be directing. So that's very, very exciting, which also led Eve and I to say it's probably going to be a little Higgy heavy, considering that our certain leading man is going to be behind the camera. So possibilities are endless on that one, but I'm very, very, very excited that Jay is going to be directing.
Yes, me too.
Too bad we have to wait till virtually the end of the season to see it, but good
virtually
to wait.
Not just virtually, factually. This is the end of the season.
I mean, it's not the end. It's close to the end, but not the end.
Yeah, but it's usually where they start setting up the final few cliffhangers thingies.
So,
okay, Higgy thinking about leaving, or
I swear to God, if they fucking do that again.
If they fucking do that again, I'm calling them the 100 2.0, because
I swear
again,
to God,
the 100 had someone pull a lever virtually every season, aka one character pull a lever virtually every season, and apparently making Higgins leave is Magnum PI's lever so far.
I will fucking murder somebody. I swear to God, if that is the case,
leaves this time. Who knows?
I don't want any of them to leave. Can we please have a season finale where it's not about them leaving? Like, please, can we not have a season finale where it's like, oh, she's gonna leave. Oh, is she gonna?
You know what I would love for a season finale?
Danger.
An actual fucking cliffhanger. Like, someone
I hate cliffhangers.
I love cliffhangers. I really love cliffhangers for the fucking main reason. You know how wild fanfiction writers go with that. The amazing stories that come out of cliffhangers where someone, gets hurt in a way or other things. Fanfiction
I
writers
hate waiting.
Nuts, and they in lovely. You're not waiting as long as other people, though. You're like the spoiler rat that finds every single spoiler there is, so you'll know before everybody else.
Hey! You know how much shit I've been called out on today? I was at work, and all fucking day has been me.
I did not know about that. I'm sorry.
So, okay, quick detour fucking story. Last night, I worked the later shift at work, and we have a new janitor, okay? And he doesn't have a fob to come into the building. So he had to come when we were there. So he shows up, and he's walking by me and the guy that I'm working with. And in my brain, and I can't say this out loud because I'm with a client, in my brain, I'm like, I have to tell this guy not to touch the back door because he will set off the alarm, okay? Bearing in mind, I work in a bank, okay? So if the alarm goes off, it's not a small thing, all right? So I have it in my head. I'm like, I have to tell this guy to not touch the back door, okay? Needless to say, about 5 minutes later,
oh my god!
I turned to my coworker. I'm like, I knew he was gonna fucking do that. So then, of course, now there's an alarm blaring. My other coworker's in in an office trying to do something like a business account opening, or I don't even know what the hell she's trying to do. She comes tearing out. She's like, what happened? I'm like, obviously the guy opened the back door. So then we have to call the alarm company, and the alarm company's asking for, like, our specific codes, and of course, none of us know this code off by heart, because it's not something that happens that often, so we're all, like, flipping through our code books, because we have a million, like, combinations for safes and shit, and we're flipping through, and the guy on the phone's like, okay, what's the thing? And, like, the alarm is still blaring loud. I'm like, if this alarm keeps going, the cops are gonna fucking show up, right? Because if the alarm's going off and nobody calls, and I'm like, and the branch manager's not there, he's at home, because we're working, like, the later shift, and I'm like, fuck me! So then that was the whole thing. Anyways, so all of that to say, that's what happened, and then this morning, I come in, and the manager's there, and he's like, I heard the janitor, pulled a Liz yesterday. Oh my god! I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, hey, first of all, I've never done that. I've never set off the alarm, so I don't know where the fuck that came from. So that was one thing. And then all day, he's, like, poking jabs at me. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and I was like, that's my fucking day, man.
And then I called you out about Mayday and about this. Cool.
Yeah.
That is your day, apparently. It's so poke the Liz and see what comes out.
So as Jay and Purdy would say, fuck you!
I'll take it.
Yeah! Fuck
I
you!
did that. I didn't have that context.
Yeah, that was that was my day.
If I did, I still would have done it.
So yeah, that's pretty much my daily at work. Yeah. And they made fun of me yesterday because I bought gummy bears because again, working the late shift, wanting something.
You're making me hungry.
And I put them in my drawer. And I was like eating them over whatever, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat them anymore. I was like, I'm trying to be good, and yada yada yada, and then I, of course, mentioned Purdy because that's the inspiration, and this dickhole that I work with was like, and like when I went back, he was like, it's not very he's like, it's not very Higgins or Perdito-like, is it now? And I was like, fuck you, piece of shit. And then...
Okay, here's my 2 cents about that. There is no way, absolutely no way, that woman doesn't enjoy some candy. Because she's got a break. And she's not dieting to punish herself. She's just fueling herself. So, yeah.
Anyways, so I this coworker I really don't like, by the way, so I have no qualms about calling him out like a fucking asshole, but...
Like you can tell.
he's like the source of all of my... Source of all of my pain. Anyways. He was looking up a bunch of Magnum PI shit today on Wikipedia, and, so.
Wait until he discovers this and finds out that we're talking shit about him.
He never will, because I don't talk about this.
Yeah.
As they say, separate church and state.
Yeah, that.
Oh, did a pen just break?
Yes.
No.
Going back. Going back to...
We called it.
Yeah, we called it. Going back to the spoilers, because we've been at the Jay Hernandez's directing spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
We've got pictures for next episode, which are cool.
Yes. We have the surfing pictures?
Yeah.
Is that what we are referring to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On Magic Island. Surfing on Magic Island.
Mm-hmm. And does he look absolutely hot? Mm-hmm. Yes, he does.
I wasn't going to say it, but oof.
Yes, he does. I'm not
like he said it in Hawaii. Fuego.
Fuego.
Yeah. The context to that will be revealed to you in the Hawaii episode.
Yeah. Yes. I actually have to remember said context. I remember saying it.
Oh, I can give you that. I'm judging you so hard that you don't remember the context right now. I'll give it to you after the episode.
Okay. Okay, to be fair, Hawaii is like a little bit of a blur in my mind. Yeah, you'll hear about that in the future episode as well, as to why it's a bit of a blur, but
I want to hear that after the episode though, because I can't relate right now.
Yeah. But I remember saying it to you. I just can't remember where we were or
in front of the Hilton Hawaiian. We were walking to the Hilton Hawaiian.
Okay. It's all coming back now. I remember the walk.
It was a Tuesday.
Oh my god. I mean...
I'm not kidding you, it was a Tuesday!
It's coming back. We'll have to... That's another preview as to what's gonna happen in the Hawaii episode whenever it happens.
Yeah, we're previewing this episode, basically every episode now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's other stuff though lined up for this podcast. Some exciting stuff.
Yes.
Technically meant to already happen, but there were instances that prevented it.
Little hiccup.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Little hiccup.
We'll call it that.
But bright side, I'm not working next week. It's not a bright side at all.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not working here that you guys can all hear that I'm still got a soft stuffy nose and shit, so sick.
Yeah. Not fun.
No, it's not. So, this is it, I guess. Or do we have other spoilers?
Let me double check.
I want to do a little call out though while you check. Not call out, shout out. The lads are really good. Love whoever trained these dogs, A+ dog training.
Agreed.
But yeah, I think that one's basically it for spoilers. We have...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Cool! I mean, no, but yes. That is it
Just
for
pictures
today, guys.
of my dog, apparently. Yeah, that's it.
Check it next episode for episode 12. With Mr.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Me too. But yeah, that's basically all I'm excited for.
Me too.
Cool! So, I guess the show has another chance of exceeding your expectations.
Yeah, which is rare.
Filler episodes.
Yeah. I feel like we're gonna get a couple of those.
Too.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. I do have to say, the one picture, like the one promo picture that she's in, she does not look happy.
I mean, I'm still pissed at Thomas for what he did in the Christmas episode, so I can see why.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what that's all about.
Yeah. So that's it!